Hey everybody, welcome to Feud, the game show of hilariously bad opinions. And everybody give it up for your host, Lemaire Lee. Hey y'all, it's me. Hey, I do my own intros now. How are y'all doing today? This is a good sweet Monday. We have a wonderful feud for you this evening. Thank you guys for watching. I love it. You being here is going to make this the best feud that's ever been, and thank you. We have two great competitors this evening. We have Lyle Drescher and we have Shawn Gardini. Lyle used to run Cave, and Shawn is he's out there on the comedy fight clubs doing well for representing Philly good. So before we start Feud, let me explain the rules to you. Feud is the game show of hilariously bad opinions, where you, the audience, are the jury, and your vote gets the Lyle or Shawn their point, right? So what we're going to have here is Lyle and Shawn are going to debate several opinions, and you guys, the audience, are going to vote if you're pro or con the opinion. So if Lyle says an opinion you like in the context of his argument, you vote pro. If it's not something you like, you vote con, and you do that in the comments over there. So please comment. I can see them. I'll be chiming in with your comments throughout the whole show, and I would like you guys to give it up for your first competitor this evening. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's what we like to say on Feud. You don't, when it comes to voting, you don't think with your brain because that will hurt, and then you don't think with your heart because that will break. You think with your genitals because that's where you make all your best and worst decisions with. And let's give it up for your first competitor. He believes you only need one of your eyes. Give it up for Lyle Drescher, everybody. I don't have applause, Lyle, but you can talk now. People should be able to hear you. How are you, Lyle?
I'm good. I can see you with only one eye perfectly. I need not the other eye.
Mm.
I think. Do I launch into it?
Yeah, just a little bit. This is just your intro, so we'll talk about it a little.
Oh, okay, great,
Yeah.
great, great. So, what's up, man? How you doing,
So
man?
why
What's
do
up?
you why do
It's
you
been a while. You never call.
you only have one eye, and I think you need two eyes to talk to me. So why do you think that though? Why do you think
Why do
you
I
only
think
need
you
one
only need
eye?
one
Yeah,
eye?
you gotta explain it, man. I gotta
Uh,
hear why.
to explain. Well, I mean, look, man. I'm only using one eye to look at you right now, and it's doing pretty well. My personal hero, Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc.
R.I.P.
is a RIP, rest his soul,
Hmm.
was a strong proponent that you only need one eye.
Yeah, to be good.
They say an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, but I think an eye for an eye is superfluous. I think just an eye
An eye
is
for
good
an
enough.
eye leaves you with one eye.
Exactly, and
Yeah,
that's fine. So
yeah.
it should be an eye for an eye is fine.
Well, Lyle, thank you. The film festival you did last night. Could you explain that a little bit? Let's talk about that a little. That was cool. You ran your own.
Sure.
Yeah.
I Yeah, so last night was the Going Insane Alone in Your House Film Festival.
Hmm.
I ran it on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Lyle Forever. And I got a bunch of submissions from all over the place, from all across America, and we just played them all out on a 4-hour stream, and we
Yeah.
raised a bunch of money for charity, and it was fun. It was a good
Sweet.
time.
That sounds fun. Do you think you're going to do it again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to do that again, or do something like it.
Yeah. Well.
Do more streaming, do more, kind of like what we're doing now. I
Yeah.
think it's a lot of fun, and I think it's a good way to bring people together.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ah,
Well, thank you, Lyle. We're going to
yeah,
get to your competitor now, and your competitor this evening. He believes that Lyle is going to betray him one day. Give it up for Shawn Gardini. Shawn, hello.
Hey everybody.
How do you?
I'm so happy to see both of you. You guys are my good friends. I just had a delicious fish dinner with my parents, and it reminded me of the one time that Lemaire, you were here eating fish with me and my
Yeah.
parents. We had tuna, remember?
Yeah. A classy dinner. Yes, I do remember. It was great. It
Lyle,
was.
you came here once too, right? Lyle, you met my parents.
yeah, I did. I just met your dad, and he was hanging out in the garage drinking a beer.
Yeah.
He likes the garage. I do too.
That's a classic
Um,
dad move. Are you
yeah,
guys ready for
he
this?
says he sleeps in the house and he lives in the garage. That's what he says.
So, Shawn, what do you think about only needing one eye? How do you feel as someone with glasses? How do you feel about that?
Well, as you can see, Lemaire, I have four eyes,
Mm-hmm.
as some bullies would say.
Mm-hmm.
So I very against Lyle's opinion. And first of all, I really I was kind of joking with that four eyes line, but I'm really not trying to be funny in at this show. I'm trying to be serious, and I'm tired of everyone trying to do funny Zoom shows. I think there should be more serious Zoom shows.
Mm-hmm.
that just debate normally. So
Sean,
there's not gonna be any comedic tone to what I'm saying, and I think Lyle's really wrong because that's ridiculous. I think if Lyle said that to someone with one eye, that person would be really upset with Lyle taking his second eye for granted.
wow, that is fair. And Sean, I want you to know the show is very serious. No joking allowed. Lyle, how do you
I
feel about
appreciate that, actually.
how do you feel about Sean thinking you're going to betray him one day?
Oh, Shawn, I'd never betray you.
That's
Why would I ever
exactly
betray
what someone who would betray me would say.
Shawn? Why on earth would I ever connive or plot
Mm-hmm.
or strategize against you?
Yeah.
Why? What would I have to gain? I
Well,
mean, I'd have to be some kind of sicko who just gets off
well,
on you know plotting against other people for no reason other than it feels good to do wrong.
well, speaking of plotting against other people because it feels good to do wrong, we got to get on with this game. And earlier today, I did a random generator, and Lyle, you're first. So let me tell you your first
I
opinion.
don't believe that. I think you just picked Lyle to go
I
first.
don't. That's not true.
Why am I to believe that you downloaded a random generator and put two names in it?
I did a
It's
random
called a
generator.
coin, Lemaire. You could have just used a quarter.
I'm from the future. We use random generators on Google. So Lyle, your opinion is,
Yes.
and you have 2 minutes to defend it. Red is the worst color, and go.
Oh my God, red is the worst color. Here's the thing about red. All the worst things. Think of all the worst things you can think of. Blood. This shower gel is red, and it sucks because it makes my hair all greasy. Um, Most importantly, Shawn. I don't know if you can see Shawn on camera right now,
Mhm.
but
You
Shawn's
can't.
bruise is red. I
Ooh.
mean, gosh, what a horrible color red
Oh
is.
man.
You know, the inside of your body is red,
Blue.
right? All of our organs and our muscles are red, and it's disgusting. You ever see someone with just completely like just a muscle diagram? I mean, gosh,
Yeah.
gross.
1
How
minute.
gross is that? Um, in Color War, when I was in Color War back in Jewish day school, you know what? You know what team they put the ugliest little Jewish kid at our Jewish day school in? Guess what color team they put him on? The
Uh.
freaking red team.
Mm.
You know, want to know why? Because they saw him oozing, dripping saliva out of his mouth and picking his own nose and eating it, and they said, "Oh man, I don't know why, but looking at this kid just reminds me of the color red, the ugliest, grossest, worst color in the whole freaking universe."
5 seconds.
Goddamn, Lemaire, I gotta tell you, the other day I wiped my ass and I looked at the toilet
Mm.
paper and it was red.
That does not sound like my problem. Lyle, your time is up. Okay. But so you hate red because your ass bleeds?
No, I'm just saying that I mean, if I wiped my ass and it came out green, I'd be
Mhm.
like, oh well, all right. But if it comes out red, I have to call the doctor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. I hear you. I hear you and I feel you. Your points are valid and you are valid and heard. But
Thank you.
Sean has a minute and a half to make sure that you are not. So Sean, your time starts now.
That's a long time to prove. I don't think I'll need that much time, honestly.
Ooh.
I'll use some of my time to ask you a question, Lemaire. Are we allowed to interrupt each other or no?
No, you are not.
Okay. Well, first of all, Lyle listed all the bad things that are red. Let me name a few of the beautiful things that are red. First of all, fire. What would man be without fire? Nothing. We would be starving. We would be dead on the street. We wouldn't even exist. The world would be a wasteland with no one on it. There wouldn't be no cell phones. There would be no video games if there wasn't for fire, which is red.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, blood. Blood is a beautiful thing.
Ooh.
Imagine someone who's dying
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't have enough blood. Imagine someone
30 seconds.
lost all their blood and they're dying. That means they need blood, and they'd actually probably love to see that color red.
That's
In
time.
the inside of our bodies, that's a beautiful thing. I always try and look at the inside of people's bodies.
All right, Sean, that's time. Lyle. Okay. So you guys are both.
Not in a weird way. Not in like a
There's no way
weird
for it
way.
not
I
to be
think
weird.
it sounded a little weird, and I
Yeah.
don't think that you can save it by
You
saying it's
cannot
not.
save it that way. So hey, you
I
guys,
didn't mean
audience,
in a weird
you guys are muted real fast. Audience, you're gonna vote, and you vote pro if you think red is the worst color, and you vote con if you think red is beautiful. You guys, Shawn and Lyle, you have a couple minutes to debate to get more votes. You guys can argue now.
Oh, Lyle, I don't want to argue with you, man. You're a good friend of mine. But I do have to say that I feel your stance on red was slightly influenced by the fact that most of my face is red. And I find that insulting, honestly. I think you targeted me with that first opinion. I don't think you actually have anything personal against the color red. I think you're just trying to put me down by
Oof.
saying it's really bad because it's all over my face. And quite honestly, I don't think that's the point of this game, is to bully one another.
He's right.
I gotta say, Shawn, I really think that.
But I miss you, and you're my good friend. And I'm sorry that I have to debate you. I thought we'd be working together. But if you continue to try and go against me, I'll have to go against you.
Shawn, I think he's going to
That's nice.
continue
You're
trying to
definitely
go against you.
a good acquaintance of mine too, and I think that you got a lot going. And I mean, it's nice all the kind of all the stuff that you're doing, but
I'm not doing much.
Okay, guys.
Well, I was trying to be nice, but
the votes are in.
Oh, who won? Can I see them?
They're on Facebook. They're on the Messenger. And Shawn, you got the win, Shawn. You got the win.
Oh.
Red is not. Red is beautiful. Red is beautiful. Lyle, that was an outrageous accusation, and your opinion is bull. That's not a good opinion, according to the votes.
Where can I read these comments?
Facebook, just the Facebook live stream. There was a couple votes, and I, as the judge, had to decide the final vote, and my final vote goes to Shawn because red is beautiful. Now it's Shawn's turn to debate for 2 minutes. Shawn, it's your turn. You have to debate the opinion that peeing in bottles is not gross. You have 2 minutes to defend and go.
Okay, so I saw this online. Because of the virus, and again, this is serious. That everyone's like peeing in bottles because all the public bathrooms are shut down, and some people are even shitting in bottles. And I was astounded to read in the article that the article was against peeing and shitting in bottles and not for it, because I've been doing it since I was 5 years old, probably, when my dad took me to my first Yankee game and we were tailgating in the parking lot, and I said I had to pee, and he said, there's no bathroom in this parking lot, and he gave me a big bottle of Gatorade, and I put my giant dick in it, and I pissed at 5 years old for like a minute straight. I remember I was with my friend Jeffrey. So I like pissing in bottles. I think it's just the fact that it's a bottle that everyone thinks it's gross. I think if bottles were made of porcelain, no one would think it's weird at all. What's a toilet but a bottle with no cap
1 minute.
and a wide mouth? Lyle, I'm not sure if Lyle's going to be against me or for me on this, but he knows how much I like peeing in bottles. Everybody who knows me knows that I pee in bottles. It saves time. I get so much more done because of it. I don't have to leave the basement. I can play video games until the wee hours of the morning without leaving my couch. It's a beautiful time saver. It's wonderfully efficient, and it makes dispelling the waste that much easier.
Well, that's time, Shawn. And wow, might I say, a beautiful IQ about peeing in bottles. That was wonderful poetry. I, as someone who is off to pee in bottles, felt that very deeply in my heart. So, Lyle, you have a minute and a half to refute these claims, and your time starts now.
Shawn, I think peeing in bottles is absolutely disgusting. And here, let me give you a demonstration of what a normal person does, which is they pee on the toilet. They pee on the toilet.
Whoa!
I mean, look how normal I look right now. Look,
how do we?
People walk by and they see. Look at this man sitting upon his throne. He pees while he's sitting down. A little weird, not as weird as peeing into a freaking plastic bottle and throwing it into the ocean.
Is that your time?
I gotta tell you,
wow.
I am a respectful man, okay? I respect the decisions that other people make with their lives. But I have my own limits. And I think that the fact that you prefer, I mean, it'd be one thing if, you were crunched for time and you had to pee in a bottle. But
I'm very
I actually
busy.
think that you prefer to pee in bottles. You will have a perfectly good toilet, sitting around, but you prefer to pee in bottles.
Well,
and that to me is absolutely disgusting. So I definitely do not think that,
Yeah.
that's acceptable.
Well, Lyle, that's your time. And might I say, if this was a real court, I would hold you in contempt. But honestly, you made a point, and
Can't hold me at all, baby.
as a judge and
You
as
didn't
a
make a point. You just showed your hairy thighs, and it
hey,
made us laugh.
Lyle, sorry, Shawn, that's a point to me. And for you in the
I,
audience, you guys decide who gets this point, and you vote pro if you think peeing in bottles is not gross, and you vote con if you think the other way. And you guys, the audience, go. And Lyle and Shawn, you guys try and get those last minute votes.
Oh, so now we just argue with each other?
Yep. Shawn, he came at you.
I am a little mad
What's
at
up,
you,
dude?
Lyle, because you
Tell
know
me
it's
why you're
not
mad at
gross.
me.
You know it's normal. You know I don't even touch any piss. I never touch any piss. I always
Never.
get it all in the bottle, and then it goes straight into my mouth.
That's touching. Your mouth is your mouth being peed in the bottle. Your mouth is a touch.
No, that's
You
inside
touch
touch. That's
piss
an
with
inside
your
touch.
tongue. Yeah, an inside touch is a touch.
I'm just
Still,
putting it back where it came from. I call it changing the oil.
let me ask you something. If you put liquid into your mouth and then you pee it out,
What are
why
you
would you
doing on
put
the
it back
toilet?
in?
What are you doing on the toilet? Why don't you have
I'm
pants on?
shitting. I don't have pants because I'm shitting on the toilet right
This is
now.
gross. This is gross. You didn't tell me you were naked, and this is a live stream. No one should vote
Yeah.
for Lyle because he's naked, and he didn't ask us if we were okay with that.
And you
I'm
know
half
what?
naked.
And as the judge,
The worst half.
I have to give this point to Shawn because Lyle. Everyone voted for Shawn. It wasn't it was a close vote. It was close. It was close. It was some of our drawers were on your team, some of our drawers were on Shawn teams by one narrow vote. Shawn pulls it out. Shawn, you're
No,
up
thank
2-0.
Thank you so much.
So
Where are we
Whoever
seeing
that
these?
one
Are
person
you
was.
are we live on Speak Easy Comedy or Lemaire Lee?
all of the above. We're live on
Don't
Lemaire
get
Lee.
into logistics.
We're live on
Lyle,
Lemaire
you're
Lee.
ruining the momentum. You're
You
ruining
click-
the momentum.
You click on the video, it takes you to the right thing. Lyle, it's your turn for your second opinion. I think you
Okay,
have a
great.
good chance at coming out with this one. But
All right, what
you
is this?
believe
I
that
forget.
pollution is actually a good thing. You have 2 minutes to
Oh
defend,
yeah,
starting
I
now.
totally believe that pollution is actually a good thing. I think we've had it for too good for too long in terms of air and the earth. And I got to tell you, I don't know about you guys. I'm a little bored of this air. You know, I want to try breathing new things. I mean, that's why we smoke, right? That's why we smoke weed. That's why we smoke marijuana. Is because we're sick of air. You know why? Because air is fucking boring. It's everywhere. It's abundant. You know
Yeah.
what I want? I want some God. I want to be breathing in Cheeto dust and smoke and lumber and coal. Because I'm sick of freaking air. I mean, who eats, vanilla ice cream? Who breathes vanilla air? I want all kinds of pollution and all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, it's a medium for exploration, pollution. I like that the more pollution there is in the air and in the sea and in the sky, the more likely it is that we'll run into something that we're like, oh, what's this? Is that
1 minute.
a bottle cap? And then you'll find that maybe there's a brand of soda out there that you discover. And I think it's a good way to what is pollution? It is a method of curating, some of the best
Curating.
stuff. I mean, if you go through your trash, you'll see a beautifully curated medley of new snacks and new products out there that are for you to try. I mean, this is like if you go through someone's trash, it's like you're reading reviews from them of what they should be buying. And I think that that's a valuable tool that we should have in society. And I'm sick of air.
Wow. That's time. You went over your time. I won't hold it to you. But, what do you mean by recycling? I want to know. Can you explain that a little bit?
What do you mean?
You
What
said
do I mean
it's
by
like you said it's like
recycling?
didn't you say pollution is a form of recycling?
No, it's a form of curating.
Curating. That's
stuff.
okay, like a playlist.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
like a
okay.
playlist.
I think I could get with that. Shawn, it's your turn, and you have a minute and a half to deny these claims.
I'm gonna wipe.
Go.
To say to say that pollution is bad, right?
Yep.
Come on, girls and boys. I don't even have to convince you of that. You guys know pollution's bad, right? Haven't you heard all the hottest guys in the world say that pollution is bad? Doesn't Leonardo DiCaprio say that pollution is bad?
Yes, he does.
He's like anyone in the chat right now that says they wouldn't give Leonardo DiCaprio a kiss, is lying. And everyone in the chat right now that says they would give Lyle a kiss is also lying. So it really comes down to whether you like Leonardo DiCaprio or Lyle Drescher.
Wow.
And I might be surprised on what some of you come up with, but it's I don't even feel like I have to explain why pollution is bad. I feel like Lyle's just being sarcastic, honestly, and he doesn't even really think that. He's kind of a conscious guy, and he leans left politically, so I'm sure he actually
wow.
cares about
The earth.
environmental issues. He's just like doing a comedy bit right now, which is something I was aiming to get away from.
Well, Shawn, I'm going to open up the vote because whatever Lyle's doing, and
he's washing his hands.
He's washing his hands. Oh, as a good boy,
which
yeah,
is good.
COVID. Yeah, he
right?
should
Because of the virus.
Yeah,
right, Lyle.
Yeah, and now, so okay, everybody, you vote pro if you think pollution is actually a good thing, and you vote con if you don't agree. So I'm going to say, as the judge, this is hard because I'm facing these arguments, and I do know pollution is bad, but Shawn, I said no outside biases, only ingrown biases. So
oh wait, what?
No
you
outside
bias.
Yeah, I did at the beginning. No outside
no,
biases.
You did. You didn't say that.
I always say that. We argue in the context of the arguments, and Lyle presented a better argument. Shawn, there's no, but you are right that we do know pollution is bad. Captain Planet taught us that.
Right.
Lyle,
you're right. All right.
What do you have?
Maybe I got a little carried away.
It's okay. It's okay.
I just had fish for dinner, so that does a lot of stuff to my vitamins. And
what kind of fish?
I'm trying to look at these. I'm trying to find the comments.
Lyle's trying to look for a girl that he could friend and say, "Hey, did you like me on the internet comedy show?"
Well, you guys,
you want to hang out? Did you like my? Do you also think pollution is bad?
I saw you in the stream, and your profile picture looked very alluring.
Stream's not over yet, baby. So actually, Lyle, I'm going to end the votes, and you get the point this time. It's 2-1.
Oh, you guys are animals.
The point.
Wow.
Leonardo DiCaprio wouldn't fuck any of you losers. You're all disgusting.
Lyle with the comeback track.
It's all about jokes with you guys.
And Lyle, it's time for you to get ready for your. Oh no, Shawn, you're going to be debating your final opinion right now. And that is.
Oh, I thought I have 2 more.
You have 1 more.
Or did I already do the one where Lyle's going to betray me?
Yeah, that was up top.
Oh, I'd like to touch on that more, but maybe we'll get back to that if we have time.
Maybe if we have time. And now, here's your opinion, your last opinion, and the last opinion that shall be debated in the formal rounds, unless someone wins. It should be mandatory for everyone to get married at 23. Shawn, you have 2 minutes to debate and go.
Well, Lemaire, you kind of twisted my words with this one because as I sent it to you, I said it should be mandatory for me to have a beautiful wife at the age of 23.
Well, Shawn, I have to make it.
No. I understand, but let me explain to the people watching.
Okay.
So that's where I was coming from in deciding this, and I figured that if it means that I can have a beautiful wife at the age of 23, then I'm fine with everyone else having to be married by the age of 23. I think everyone else should have to do that, so I could do that. But also, I think it could do good for society. I think we could. It's like we could all have good Christian households. We could all finally have sex. I've been waiting for so long.
Yeah, we can't have sex until we're married. Yes.
I'm just so lonely. I play video games all day. I have a wife in Red Dead Redemption, but I can't touch her and I can't feel her. And I feel that if I had a wife in real life, maybe I could excel past where I'm performing right now.
Wow.
Do I have to keep going?
No, you don't have to. You can stop. That was beautiful.
I just want to find love.
Shawn, I got to say, as the judge, this is the first time I've ever been touched, like in my heart. And I'm going to wipe away a tear and say thank
Shawn,
you.
I know that Lemaire is saying he's touched, but I actually think that you pleading on this Facebook live stream for a wife is a little pathetic.
Whoa. Lyle, not yet. It's not your time. And that was outrageous claims.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah. So now, Lyle, it's your time. You have 1.5 minutes to knock down Shawn's honesty. Go.
So Shawn is saying that
I don't even want to hear it.
Shawn is saying it should be mandatory for everyone to get married because he wants to get married. And Shawn, look, I know a lot about women. Okay, I've been in several long-term relationships. I was gonna do a whole bit, but now, what? You know what, Sean, get back on. Sean, look, man,
I'm
I get it.
listening.
Look, man, we've all been on the Tinders and the Bumbles and the Hinges and the Add Me on OkCupid, and it's hard out there. I get it. And so you know what, Sean, I'm gonna agree with you. Actually,
What?
I agree with
But
you,
that's
man.
not
'Cause
what you're
look,
supposed to do.
I know, but it's not what I'm supposed to do. But I actually feel strongly about this because look, man, I'm only 2. All right, everything I was saying before, it's a play. It's a ploy. Okay, man. I mean, it's not true. I've never been in a long-term relationship. I've never had my first kiss, Sean. All right, so I'm with you, man. I think that it's about time that the government steps in and socializes the sexual marketplace in such a way that we all have wives, and it's not fair that men who are taller and more attractive than us, get to be married and be happy, and guys like you and me, and a little bit more you, but guys like me and you are left behind. And so I agree with you. I think everyone should give points to Shawn.
Well, all right, Lyle, that was your time, and I established this rule last week. Whenever the opponent agrees with the other guy gets the point. So Shawn, today you're the winner. You won.
Oh wow!
Well, you didn't even expect the contest, and you come out the winner.
What do I get? What
Well, what you
have
get
a woman
is you
for me?
get no, not this time, but you get to
A
shame
beautiful
Lyle
woman?
for 30 seconds if you like.
He gets to
I get to
shame me.
shame Lyle.
Shame his opinions. You get to shame his opinions for 30 seconds if you like.
These aren't Lyle's opinions. None of you guys know the real Lyle. Everything you see of Lyle is a sham. It's a fabricated personality that he puts on to please other people, and it's
It's
fine.
true.
I mean, I'm not sure I know much more than that of Lyle
No,
actually,
I think you do.
and
I
I
mean,
know him
Shawn, we
really
text
well.
every day, dude. Shawn, we talk every day, dude.
No, I know. Now I'm just trying to kind of be funny and ham it up because we are in a comedy show
No,
after
dude,
all.
you guys did great.
You were just saying that you didn't want to ham it. You wanted no ham.
You wanted.
I know, but
yeah,
I'm gonna text you after this. I'm gonna be pissed.
dude.
And we'll
You
text,
wouldn't-
better
and then,
not, dude.
and then we'll talk, and then we'll send each other pictures of all sorts of stuff.
Wow. Well, dudes, tremendous event.
Is that the
Thank you
is
for
that the
coming.
show? Is
That's
that
the
the
show.
whole
You
show?
won,
That was
Shawn.
fun.
You won. You're the winner. You won.
I won.
You don't get the. You don't.
Do
no
I get
shame.
paid?
No. Not
Yeah,
yet.
wait.
I
I
could
was under
use
the
some-
impression that we were gonna get paid
Oh,
for this.
you
Lemaire,
guys
you
are gonna
told
get-
us we got $100 each.
I didn't.
200 to win.
Ooh, wow. Wow, everybody. What a great episode of Feud. Wonderful. Shawn and Lyle, they did great. They did good, wonderful times asking for. No. But, hey, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. This is the most viewed Feud we've had. Thank you. Come back. We're live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Fridays are our main events. And this Friday, we have a good main event. On Wednesday, we have John Derry and King Cobb, I believe. And on Friday, the main event is Hannah Trav versus Masha. It'll be sick. And please keep coming back. Like the page, facebook.com/LeMayorLee. Follow Lyle, follow Shawn. You saw all the stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. Bye.